First, whole balance sheet items should be revised only one time, either in the partner's capital account or in the new balance sheet. So the old balance sheet you will get it in the question itself. So old balance sheet, 3 items: old partner's capital, reserve fund, general reserve, and profit and loss account transferred to partners capital account, that is combined partners capital account, and remaining assets and liabilities so transfer to new balance sheet. Next, second point, adjustment items enter in 2 places, either revaluation account or partners capital account and in the new balance sheet. So it's clear that adjustment enter in 2 places, either in revaluation account or a partners capital account, and one more time in the new balance sheet. Next, third one, as the old profit sharing ratio is not given specifically in the question, revaluation account, profit or loss, that is revaluation, profit or loss, and reserve fund, general reserve, accumulated profit or loss should be shared equally among the partner. Next, fourth, as the sacrifice ratio, the new ratio is not given separately in the problem, then old ratio itself has the sacrifice ratio. So it means if you won't get the old sacrifice ratio in the question, to share the goodwill amount, you have to take as a old ratio only. In the absence of old ratio, same goodwill you have to share equally among the old partners. Next, last key point, goodwill brought by the new partner should be distributed among the old partners in the new ratio. That is same in sacrifice ratio. In the absence of sacrifice ratio, old ratio only you have to use. So today I will work out one question here. Before going to work out on board, I will explain you the question. Asha, Varsha are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 5:3. That is old ratio. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. So this is old balance sheet of Asha and Varsha. Asha and Varsha we can call as old partners. Now the liability side, creditors, a BOD, so it is a liability, so transfer to partners capital account. Next, reserve fund, capitals, profit and loss account. So this should be transferred to combined partners capital account, credit side. Old balance sheet liabilities except capital of a partner, old partners, reserve fund PL account, except 3 other liabilities transferred to new balance sheet, that is creditors and BOD. Even bills payable also, if you get, you have to record under new balance sheet. No other reserve fund capitals of old partners PL account transferred to partners capital account, credit side. So next, come to the asset side. All the assets transferred to new balance sheet. So this is debtors 40,000 less reserves he has given. This is old reserves. So old reserve is 1,000, you have to minus under revaluation account. So that I will explain you in the next, that is while doing problem. So this is about old balance sheet. So old balance sheet items. all the assets and liabilities transferred to balance sheet except reserve fund, capitals, profit and loss account. These items we have to record under partners capital account. Now, additional information. They admitted Nisha in a partnership on 1/4/2015. So the new partner here is Nisha. Now the conditions: she should bring rupees 26,000 as capital and 12,000 towards a goodwill for 1/5 share in the future profit. So here, new partner Nisha, she has brought 26,000 as capital and 12,000 towards a goodwill. So this we have to record. This you have to pause the entries under partners capital account credit side. And which she acquires in the ratio of 2:1 from old partner. So this is sacrifice ratio. So as you know, under goodwill situation A and B, goodwill amount we have to share in sacrifice ratio. So this is the sacrifice ratio he has given separately. So in the previous problem, goodwill amount we are sharing the old ratio only, because in the absence of sacrifice ratio, goodwill amount we can share in the old ratio itself. But in this problem, sacrifice ratio has given separately. So this sacrifice ratio you have to use to share the goodwill amount. Next, half of the goodwill is to be withdrawn by the old partners. So total goodwill 12,000, in that half amount withdrawn by the old partners. And next, these entries we have to record debit side and the partners capital account. Next, third adjustment: stock and furniture are to be revalued. So at 8% less than the book value. So it is a depreciation less than the book value. It is a decrease in the value of assets. So stock and furniture depreciation we have to record under revaluation account debit side. So remaining adjustment, all adjustments except capital and goodwill, all adjustments we have to record under partners, that is a revaluation account. Next, value of depreciation on machinery at 10%. So all stock, furniture, machinery is a depreciation we have to record and revaluation account debit side. Next, provision for doubtful debt is to be increased at 10% on debtors. So 10% on debtors, that is here 40,000 into 10% will get 4,000, and in that you have to minus 1,000 rupees. So that is already included in 4,000. So under revaluation account debit side we have to record only 3,000. So always we have to remember old provisions, old reserves, if you get in old balance sheet, always in revaluation account while calculating RBD provisions for doubtful debts. So in that you have to minus old RBD provisions reserves which has given in the old balance sheet. Suppose if you get increased by, so that time, so revaluation account, under revaluation account direct amount we have to enter debit side if you get increased by. Next, buildings are to be revalued rupees 60,000. If you get valued and revalued, difference amount should be entered. Now, old value, so this is old value 50,000. So the new value is 60,000. So it is an increasing. Old value 50,000, new value 60,000. So 10,000 is an increasing from the revaluation account credit side. Next, interest on BOD at 10% 10% per annum is outstanding since 1 year. So partnership firm, they had taken the BOD facility from the bank. For that, the partnership firm has not paid the interest, that is outstanding interest. We have to calculate on a BOD amount. So BOD he has given in the balance sheet. So 10% first under revaluation account, debit side, and again in balance sheet, new balance sheet, liability side, you have to add along with the BOD amount plus interest. Next, an item of rupees 800 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed, hence to be written off. So it is a discount, we can say here. One of the creditors is not claiming, he is not asking, it means he is giving a discount. So receiving a discount is an income. So revaluation account credit side, and again under balance sheet, under liability side, we have to minus this 800 under the creditors amount. Next, so you have to prepare.
So in admission of a partner, first you will get the question. So in question, you will get first the old balance sheet of old partners, and then adjustment. Adjustment means additional information. So here, so in question, we will get liabilities and assets, and here adjustments. So these are the additional information. Now the first step, revaluation account prepared with the help of adjustment. Prepared with the help of adjustment, revaluation account is also called as profit and loss adjustment account. Profit and loss adjustment account, it means we are going to record only these adjustment. So this additional information we have to record under a revaluation account except capital and goodwill. So any adjustment regarding capital and goodwill can be recorded, can be done under a second step, partners capital account. So under revaluation account, we have to record increase and decrease in the value of assets and liabilities. Now, as per the adjustments, let us see. Adjustment, stock and furniture to be valued at 8% less than the book value. 8% less than the book value. Less than the book value means depreciation. So depreciation, debit side we have to record, debit side all the expenses and losses, and credit side all the incomes and gains. First, depreciation on a stock. So stock 40,000 he has given in the balance sheet. So to stock account, 40,000 into 8%. 3,200. Next, furniture. So furniture he has given 10,000 in balance sheet. So furniture, so 10,000 into 8%, 800. Next, depreciate machinery at 10%. So depreciation, same debit side. So depreciation on machinery. So machinery, the value, machinery value 40,000 he has given. 40,000 into 10%, 4,000. Next, provision for doubtful debt increased at 10% on debtors. So provision for doubtful debts. Provision for doubtful debts we have to calculate on debtors amount. So in balance sheet, debtors. So always provisions, arbitrary bad debts we have to calculate on debtors amount. So in balance sheet, already he has given reserves. So reserves 1,000 he has given. So this is 1000. And again in the adjustment, PDD increased to, that is increased to a 10% he has given. So this is treatment on the reserve for doubtful debts, reserve for bad debts. So in balance sheet, debtors amount 40,000 he has given. So this is debtors amount 40,000. So minus reserves 1,000. So this is 39,000. So this is he has given in the old balance sheet. And again in the adjustment, PDD increased at 10% on debtors. So it means this 1,000 already included in a 10%. So under revaluation account, so PDD we have to calculate on debtors 40,000 into the percentage is 10%. 10% minus 1,000. So this 1,000 rupees already included in this 10%. So 4,000 minus 1,000. So this is 3,000. So always old provisions, old RBD we have to minus. So this is the way to calculate PDD on the debtors. If you get old provisions we have to minus. So 40,000 into 10% minus 1,000. So this is 4,000 minus 1,000. So 3,000. So in balance sheet, total 4,000 we have to minus. Next, buildings are to be revalued rupees 60,000. Again in the adjustment he has given, building is to be revalued. So revalued 60,000. So adjustment value 60,000. So balance sheet value, building is 50,000. So balance sheet value 50,000 and adjustment value 60,000. So this is 10,000 appreciation. So by building account, so by buildings account, so this is how much appreciation here? 10,000. So new value 60,000, old value 50,000. So 10,000 is an appreciation. If you get valued, revalued, difference amount should be entered under a revaluation account. So adjustment value will be considered as a new value and balance sheet value will be considered as a old value. Next, interest on BOD at 10% per annum is outstanding since 1 year. So in balance sheet liability side he has given BOD. So BOD is a kind of loan. For that, the partnership firm has not paid the interest, that is the outstanding interest for the 1 year. Now, so is an expenses. So outstanding interest on BOD. So BOD amount is a balance sheet he has given 30,000. So 30,000 into 10%, 3,000. So this interest BOD amount payable along with the interest. So this is outstanding interest is 3,000. Next, last adjustment, an item of rupees 800 included in creditors is not likely to be claimed, hence to be written off. So last adjustment, one of the creditors is not claiming. That is 800. So it is an income. So creditors account. So this is 800. So like this. So this revaluation account prepared with the help of adjustment. Debit side we have to record all the expense losses and credit side we have to record all the incomes and gain. Now last we have to close the revaluation account. So highest amount debit side 3,200 plus 800 plus 4,000 plus 3,000 plus 3,000 14,000. So debit side is 14,000. So expenses are more here. Expenses are 14,000. So in that, if you minus, you will get the loss here. 14,000 minus 10,800. 14,000 minus 10,800, 3,200. This is loss. So this is revaluation account loss. So this loss should be shared among the old partners. So this profit should be shared among the old partners in the old ratio, and this loss transferred to second step, that is partners capital account debit side. Now the partners, who is the partners here? Ravi and Shankar. So ratio is 5:. Asha and Varsha, the ratio is 5:3. So that is 5/8 and 3/8. So 3,200 into 5 divided by 8. 2,000. 1,200. So this is revaluation account loss we have to share in their old profit sharing ratio. Now second step, partners capital account. So this is combined partners capital account here. So this is the format. So Asha, Varsha are old partners. So new partner is Nisha. So Nisha, she is a new partner. Asha, Varsha and Nisha. Next, so this is the second step under partners capital account. First we have to record their capitals. So old partners capital, first entry. So this old partners capital, you will get it in the old balance sheet liability side. So this is capitals. So these capitals of Asha and Varsha. So Asha and Varsha 60,000, 40,000. Now Nisha, she is a new partner. So she has brought capital in the form of cash. She has brought capital in the form of cash. So in the adjustment, so she has brought 26,000. 26,000. Next, accumulated profit or loss we have to share among the old partner. So in the adjustment, liability side, he has given general reserve. So general reserves we have to share among the old partners in their old ratio. Old ratio is 5:3. So general reserves 20,000 he has given. So 20,000 into 5 divided by 8. 12,500. Next 7,500. Now profit and loss account. So this profit and loss he has given in the liability side in the question. So profit and loss also we have to share among the old partners in their old ratio. So profit and loss is 8,000. 8,000 into 5 by 8. 5,000, 3,000. So first we have to remember these entries. First we have to pass capitals, then new partner capital, general reserve, PL account. So this will get it in the old balance sheet, and new partners capital in the adjustment. Now after passing these entries, now come to the revaluation account. Under revaluation account you got loss here. So this loss, so here we have to transfer debit side to revaluation account loss. So this loss 2,000 and 1,200. And next this capital and goodwill. So capital already we have taken, and goodwill. So new partner Nisha, she has brought in the form of cash. See the adjustment. She should bring rupees 26,000 as capital. So capital we have taken, and 12,000 towards goodwill for 1/5 share in the future profit which she acquires in the ratio of 2:1. So this goodwill amount brought by Nisha in the form of cash, and this share of goodwill we have to share in the sacrifice ratio. So in the previous videos class, so this goodwill amount we have shared in the old ratio only. So in those questions, sacrifice ratio is not there separately in the question. So whenever sacrifice ratio is not there separate in the question, so old ratio itself we can assume as a sacrifice ratio. But in this problem, sacrifice ratio he has given in the adjustment. So that is 2:1. Whenever if you get sacrifice ratio in the adjustment, so this goodwill amount we have to share in the sacrifice ratio only. So goodwill amount, she has brought 12,000. So 12,000 into 2/3, 8,000, 4,000. And next, this as per case 1, this goodwill amount, half of the goodwill. So total goodwill is 12,000. In that half goodwill amount withdrawn by the old partners as per case 1. So to cash account. So this is half goodwill withdrawn in a 2:1. So half amount how much? 6,000. So 6,000 into 2/3 and 1/3. So if we share, you will get 4,000 and 2,000. So this is as per case 1. Goodwill brought by the new partner in the form of cash, and that goodwill amount withdrawn by the old partner. So old partner, they had taken only half amount here. So half amount should be added to a cash balance. Now these are the entries you have to pass under a partner's capital account. First the capitals of old partners, then new partners capital, then accumulated profit or loss which has given in the balance sheet, then revaluation account, and next goodwill we have to share in sacrifice ratio in case 1 and case 2. If it is withdrawn, debit side, we have to deduct that amount. Now we have taken all the entries, we can close it the partners capital account here. So the credit balance is more here when compared to debit balance. So credit balance of Asha 85,500, Varsha 54,500, and this is 26,000. So Asha 85,500, 54,500, and extra 26,000. Now 85,500 you have to minus 79,500, 85,500 minus 6,000. Next 54,500 minus 3,200, 51,300, and next 26,000. So this is the final balance of partners. So this should be treated as capital. So this transferred to a balance sheet. So balance sheet means the third step. So this balance transferred to balance sheet liability side. So balance brought down 79,500, 51,300, and extra 26,000. So this is the second step, combined partners capital account. Now the third step is a new balance sheet. So this new balance sheet is a opening balance sheet of the new firm. So new balance sheet as on 1/4, the opening date we have to write here. So 1/4/2010. So this is the opening date. So this new balance sheet prepared with the help of old balance sheet along with the adjustment. So all the liabilities same we have revised along with the adjustment and even assets. Depreciation you have to minus, appreciation you have to add, outstanding expenses liability side, and prepaid expenses asset side. Any outstanding rent, any outstanding interest on bank loan BOD. So here we have to add along with that bank a BOD amount and a bank loan amount. Now, so it's clear that, so this third step, new balance sheet prepared with the help of old balance sheet and adjustment. So these are the adjustments. So these are the adjustments. You know the adjustments rules. Adjustment should be entered in two places. First under revaluation account or partners capital account, and next in the new balance sheet. Now, so as per the old balance sheet, liability side, creditors. So creditors amount 50,000. So you got adjustment here. So this 800. So 800 you have to minus. So 50,000 minus 800. 49,200. Next BOD. So BOD got adjustment here. See the adjustment, outstanding interest. So write it in your column, 30,000. So thus BOD amount paid along with the outstanding interest. Paid along with the outstanding interest. So outstanding interest is 3,000.
3,000
27,000.
30.
Next
3,000.
Liability side, reserve fund capitals already we have taken under partners capital account. Now come to the capitals. So capitals as per step 2. So these capitals 79,500, 51,300 and 26,000. So Asha, Varsha and Nisha. So you can write direct amount in outer column 79,500, next 51,300 and 26,000. So this is the capitals of a partner as per step 2. Now come to the asset side. So we are revising a old balance sheet here. So asset side, first he has given cash. So cash always we have to write it in the inner column. So cash inner column 15,000. Cash 15,000. See, if you are not preparing a separate if you are not preparing a separate cash or bank account, so these adjustments we can show in the balance sheet only. So this is the cash which has given in the old balance sheet of old partners. Now the new partner is bringing a capital, that is Nisha, she is bringing capital. So add Nisha's capital. So Nisha's capital, she has brought 26,000. 15,000, that is cash which has given in the old balance sheet, and new partner Nisha, she is bringing capital amount in the form of cash 26,000, and again add half goodwill or half goodwill. So half goodwill. So total goodwill 12,000. So half goodwill 6,000. So why we are taking half here? Because see the adjustment here. Half of the goodwill is withdrawn by the old partners. So total new partner, she has brought goodwill amount 12,000. In that 6,000 withdrawn by the old partners. Now the half amount remain in the business. So half amount we have taken. Now total 47,000. Next, remaining assets as per old balance sheet. Stock. See stock, you have adjustment. 3,200 depreciation we have to minus. So 40,000 less depreciation 3,200. 40,000 minus 3,200. 46,000. 36,800. Next, bills receivable. See bills receivable, here there is no adjustment. So RBD you don't have on bills receivable. So bills receivable outer column, that is 10,000. So how we are revising here the assets with the help of so this is not there. So stock. So debtors. So bills receivable is not there. So bills receivable is there. Bills receivable 9,000. So there is no adjustment here. Next debtors. So debtors always I will get the adjustment. So PDD you have to minus. So PDD is 1,000 and reserves is 1,000. So total 4,000 we have to minus. So debtors 40,000 less reserves which has given in the old balance sheet 1,000 and less PDD as per adjustment 3,000. So 40,000 minus reserves 1,000 and PDD 3,000. So 40,000 minus 4,000, 36,000. Next furniture. So furniture you got adjustment here. So this is 800, 10,000 minus 800. So furniture 10,000 less depreciation 800, 9,200. Next so machinery. So machinery also you got adjustment 40,000 minus 4,000. So machinery 40,000 less depreciation. So depreciation is 4,000, 36,000. So next buildings that is revalued. So appreciation is 10,000 here. Buildings. So this is revalued. So revalued is 60,000. So after revalued the building value 60,000. Next investment. So investment there is no adjustment. So you can write directly. So investment is 5,000. Next so we have taken all the assets and liabilities which has given in the old balance sheet. Now come to the adjustment part. So after revising the old balance sheet, once again you check the adjustments that is which has entered in the revaluation account. So these adjustments compulsory we have to record under the new balance sheet. See, stock, furniture, machinery, depreciation we have taken, PDD also we have taken. So all adjustments we have taken in the new balance sheet. So after revising assets, liabilities and adjustments, so the balance will get the same amount here. So liabilities and assets. So liability side 49,200 plus 27,000 plus 79,500 plus 51,300 plus 26,000. So total liabilities 2,39,000. So this will be 2,39,000. So assets 47,000 plus 36,800 plus bills receivable 9,000 plus 36,000. Next 9,200, 36,000, 60,000 and 5,000. So total 42,39,000.